So I'm going to minimize that. Anyway, I was telling you guys about moving files back and forth between different users, basically, is the explanation. So I'm going to try to carry that out. This is my laptop here, so this is like whole system is like portable. This is my inbox. See, and so right now I'm running on batteries, and so I do the whole. This is the whole, Pro Tools set, version 8 or whatever. So portable. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Pro Tools right now, and well, anyway, before I even do that, let me show you a little program. This is the way I would do it if it were, you can choose to do it a different way, but here's a cool way to do it. You could take like a USB stick or something. So I'm going to go to computer, and then you locate where that USB stick is. So what I've got is I got an 8 gig USB, or it's just mine is an SD card. It doesn't matter, USB, SD card, doesn't matter. So this is the way I would do it. So I would go ahead and open that up, and then make yourself a folder there. I'm going to call it Pro Tools. So I'll make a new folder. So I'll hit new folder here, and then I'll just when you see it highlight, it says new folder there. You just you can game it. What I like to do is just I use lowercase, so I'll just say Pro Tools, and there's my folder. Hit enter. Now that the folder is created, first thing you want to do is you want to save a set. Now this is the procedure if you want to send it to somebody in email. Okay, so you want to send, you opened up the set, and then you want to send it to somebody in email. So what you want to do is, I've got a little track that I did here, right? So I'm going to open that up, and I was just kicking around. It's basically just a loop, right? I could play it, but the speakers aren't hooked up, but it plays properly. But anyway, what I did is I muted the bass part, and I did another little lick on keyboard, but basically it's a loop. So I want to send, let's say the thing I want to do is I want to send this to my friend Wiley or whatever, so he can add whatever ideas. I say, hey, I like this drum part or something. You want to add something to it. So what I want to do is, first I'm going to save this as a Pro Tools session. I'm going to say go up to File, and then I'm going to go to Save As. Okay. So now I hit Save As already. So I want to save the session, and the way I would do it is that you want to maneuver basically to that USB drive. And the reason why I would put it on a USB drive instead of your hard drive is because that way you know that it's portable, right? Already from the start, it's not taking stuff from the hard drive. You want it to be independent of the hard drive. So I'm going to go down to computer, and then I'll locate that card to save it. And so there's Pro Tools, and I'm going to open that folder. Okay, and the name of the track is just called some R&B. So I'll just hit save, and so when I'm done, that Pro Tools folder will have that session. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and close the session with Pro Tools. So File, and then I'll say Close Session, and that will finish closing it out. Now I can just minimize Pro Tools and go to my folder, and there's my Pro Tools session there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is built into Windows, whether or not you have XP or Vista or Windows 7, you would be able to compress or zip any folder up. So I'm going to zip this Pro Tools folder, and just by right clicking on it, and then I'm going to so if you right click on it, you'll see this menu that has different options. So you're going to go down to send to, and when you locate send to, you'll see it onto another menu pop up, and then you can pick compressed zip folder. Okay, you want to select that when you just click it with the left button. Okay, once you do that, it creates a compressed zip file that has your loop or your riff or whatever it is, and you're ready to attach that to your email. Okay, and you should know how to do an email attachment. So what I'm going to do right now is just go ahead and send it, since I'm doing it. I'm going to go ahead and send it to Wiley, and so then we'll go from there. I'm going to send it to each of you guys anyway, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Alright. So I'll go ahead and go through that procedure too. But you open your browser, and in this case I'm going to use Gmail. So I'm going to do it just a bit on the web. So I'm just going to go to gmail.com. Shoot, I have 10 windows open here. Let me close. Anyway, when I'm in Gmail, my Gmail comes up here, and all I gotta do is compose, hit compose, and then once that opens, I can enter email addresses I want. So I'm gonna say here, and I'm also gonna say Gary. All I have to do is hit attach and go to my USB drive and grab the zip file that I created. It should be small enough to email. The only time that we should have a problem is if we get like too many tracks or whatever. Anytime you go over like 5-6 megs, then that's when you gotta we're gonna have to figure out a different thing. But for right now, we should be just fine with doing it, like this. And anyway, it's very easy. That's what, so it's only like 51K. You see it attach here. That's it. And I'm going to add myself to the list too. And it'll be on its way. Okay, and that's it. So hit send, and so all 3 individuals will have that same file.